Morning. Today is Wednesday, April the 28th. We're getting near the end of the month. This is the second lesson in the series that we're doing on standard slope-intercept form. So as I said on Monday, today we're going to do some graphing. I'm going to do the graphing for this first part, and then you're going to identify equations from graphs in the second part, and your homework will just be to identify the equation from a graph. Okay? So let's get started. I think a reminder would be in order that the form of an equation in slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where m represents the slope and b equals the y-intercept. Okay, so when I'm going to graph and I'm given a form, these are the steps I'm going to follow. First, I'm going to plot the y-intercept. Remember, that's the vertical line on your graph. And then you're going to use the slope, rise over run, to then plot more points, and one more point to be exact, and then to draw the line. So I'm going to look at this first, at this equation. I'm going to go to -1, which is here, and then I'm going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and over 1 to here. And then I don't really have a good straight edge to use, so I'm going to freehand it, which I don't recommend in the future, but that's what we're going to do. I can see that my line has a positive slope because it's going from down here up to the right. So let's do a quick review of slope, and then we'll graph some of the equations. 4 over 5 means up 4 and to the right 5. 6 means up 6 and to the right 1, because 6 is the same as 6 over 1. -3 means down 3 and to the right 1, for the same reason as the second one that we did. -2/3. You see that negative sign is right on line with the division bar. So we can go down 2 and to the right 3, because -2/3 is the same as -2 over 3. So let's look at these 4 problems. First one, my y-intercept is at +1, which is right there somewhere. And then I'm going to go up 2 and over 1 to here. And then we're going to draw our line. Okay, -3 would be 1, 2 down here. And up 1 and over 2 would take us here. Again, it's a positive slope. Now this next one has a negative slope, so I'm going to go up to +2. And I know my line's going to go from upper left to down, so I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 1. And my line is going to go something like that. Oops, I missed it. Oh well, close enough. And then the last one is y-intercept of -2, which is here, just about. And then down 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, over here. And my line's going to go something like that. Okay? Alrighty, again, this is just review. So now let's look at a couple of graphs and see what we see. Okay, so my first one, I see that my blue line, the very first one, is going from the left over here up to the right in this direction, which means my slope is going to be positive, and I'm going to write it like this: y equals, and I'm going to look at where that blue line is crossing the y-intercept, which is here, and it's at 1, 2, and it's in the positive, so I'm going to write positive. So now I have to find a clear point. Let's take this one right here, and I'm going to go up 1, which would be my rise, and over 1, 2, 3 for my run. So my equation is y equals 1/3 x plus 2. The second one, the orange line, is going down, so it's going to have a negative slope. So in order to remind myself that, I might put the negative sign in. But first I'm going to look at the y-intercept. The y-intercept is here, and that's at -1. And here's a clear point right here. So I go down 1, 2, so down 2, and over 1, 2, 3, over 3, and put in my x minus 1. Okay, so let's look at the next one. The next one is my y-intercept again is at -1, but this is going to be positive. So y equals, and I'm going to find a clear point. This looks like a good one right here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, up 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. And over 1, so I've got 4x minus 1. Okay, let's look at this green one. The green one has a negative slope, so I'm going to start with y equals, and it's going to be a negative slope. My intersection is at 1, 2, 3, 4, positive 4. And to find a clear point, I'm going to go to this point right here, and I'm going to go down 2 over 2, but 2 over 2 equals 1, so I'm going to have a minus 1x plus 4. You could have gone to this point and just done down 1 over 1. Okay, this next one's also negative. It crosses the y at the origin at 0. Think about what's going to happen there. So the slope, I'm going to go down 2 and over 1, so negative 2x. And because it's 0, I don't have to write plus 0. I'm just going to write y equals negative 2x. The last one we're going to look at, again, is a positive slope. Y equals, it's crossing the y-axis at 1, 2, 3 at negative 3. Find a clear point. Looks like there's one right here. So I'm going up 1 and over 1, and because it's positive, it's just going to be x minus 3. Okay, so that's the lesson for today. Your homework will be looking at a variety of these, both multiple choice of the answer to these kinds of problems, or how to graph and writing the equations as well. So if you have any questions, please see me for tutorial today. I look forward to seeing you. Thanks. Have a great day.